Okay. So good morning, guys. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Dr. Fatima.
Yeah, good morning. We can hear you.
Good morning. Yes, we can hear you.
Your audio
I,
is
I think
frozen.
I think he's having like a bit of a network problem.
How
So
audible?
okay, is it now?
I'm much
Yeah, we can
audible now,
hear
right?
you. Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are all welcome to the 2024 edition of the OCI LAMS AC competition. Um, First of all, I would start by saying a big thank you to Dr. Chris Ifediora for his interest in medical students, not just within Southeast, but around the nation. And he is so diligent in making sure that his foundation impacts so deeply on medical students nationally. Um, Obviously, the OCI Foundation has been in existence for quite some time, and then the engagement with medical students has been so consistent over the years. So I think I'm very much happy to be part of this year's edition, because obviously a few years back it was more of hearing about the essays and getting involved in writing, and it's a delight having to coordinate that of the Southeast um, regional competition. So a few yardsticks were used for me with from the judges that took care of the Southeast LAMS competition. And then I think I would also ask for Blessing Agido to probably come on and give most of the yardsticks that were used for judging their essay writings and all. But then we mostly took care of the originality of most of the article or the articulations and how creative and unique they were at organizing their articles, looking at the depth of their research, because we sent some research links and we expected most of those most of the people who applied and sent in their articles, we expected them to go through most of those research aids to get points that could aid them their essays. So we looked at how comprehensive and well supported most of their arguments are and their insights and all. So we also looked at the clarity of expression, how clear and effective most of the things they were writing are, because I think most times in articulation, trying to draft down most of the information for people to read, it has to be relatable. It has to be one that whoever you're presenting it to should relate and get whatever you're trying to communicate. So those were the few things that we looked on to, and it was quite effective. And the judges actually did their best. And today, we would be giving the floor for Dr. Ifediora to make the announcement. But before that, before I introduce him, I would want to call on our national director, our National Foundation.
All right. Thank you very much, Charles Ojuku. Chairman of OCI Foundation, Dr. Chris Ifediora. Thank you very much, sir, for having medical students at the best interest. Thank you very much, sir. So for the judging criteria that we used, basically we had 4 judges, and these judges were prolific writers who have won international and local awards in the past. So one of the criteria was relevance to team, and that criteria was awarded the 20% mark. So basically, the judges looked at how consistent the applicants are in sticking to the topic of address and not deviating from the central point or the central topic. Another criteria we used was comprehensiveness, and it was awarded 20%. So basically, yeah, judge look at how holistic and comprehensive the topic of the essay was treated.
Am I audible?
Sorry, can you all hear me,
Sorry.
please? Can you hear me, please?
We can hear you. We can hear you. You
Okay,
can
okay,
continue.
okay. I was talking about comprehensiveness, and it was awarded 20% mark. So, comprehensiveness, the judges, they look how the applicant comprehensively and holistically treat the topic, and they also score them on each point that they present. Then also for presentation, it was awarded 20%. The judges score how where one point leads to the other. They also score how well the introduction and the conclusion of the essay is done. For creativity, we gave 10%. So we look at how enjoyable the essay is and how creative the writer puts their point across. For grammar, we give 10%. Basically, we check for correctness of grammar. Then for spelling, we give 10% also, spellings and punctuation. For originality, we give 10%. On this originality, we look at their references, in-text referencing and end-text referencing. So that's how we did for originality. So basically, we use the Likert scale system, where for each of the sub niche, it could be excellent, which is about 5, could be very good, 4, it could be okay, 3, poor, 2, very poor, 1. So let's say for relevance to theme, someone scores excellent, that's 5. So it's going to be like 5/5 times 20, because 20% is like the percentage for excellent. So that will get that 20% mark. So that's how we arrived at the top 13 for the LAMS essay, and we sent the top 13 to the OCI Foundation. OCI Foundation was the one that did the final marking and to bring the top 3. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Blessing. Please, I want to confirm if I'm still audible, because network is giving issues.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, thank you, Ibu, National Director, our National University, for that fine clarity. So, going ahead to introduction of Dr. Chris Ifediora, I'll be reading out his profile to introduce him before the presentations and announcement of the winners. So Dr. Chris Onyebuchi Ifediora is an associate professor with the Griffith University School of Medicine, Gold Coast, Australia. He is also the founder and president of the OCI, which stands for Onyebuchi Chris Ifediora Foundation, a Nigerian Australian international charity organization established in 2016 to promote and advance health, to advance education, and advance social and public welfare among the Nigerian populace. Dr. Ifediora has academic and professional experience from 4 different continents, including an MBBS degree from the Nnamdi Azikiwe, Awka, Nigeria, Africa, an MPH degree from University of Liverpool, United Kingdom, Europe, and Southeast Asia leadership qualification from Harvard Medical School, USA. He is also undertaking a PhD study in the University of Southern Queensland, Australia. He has authored over 25 publications. Wow. Dr. Ifediora believes that unlocking human potential through well-tailored activity will enhance limitless socio-economic growth among Nigerians. And the 3-pronged activities of OCI Foundation serves as a very effective vehicle for realizing these aims. His ultimate ambition is to bridge the health, educational, and social inequality that generally impedes the attainment of success among underprivileged Nigerians. Dr. Ifediora holds over 25 national and international humanitarian and leadership awards, including those from Rotary International and the Association of Global Youths. He is also an imminent peace ambassador and international recognition from the International Association of World Peace Advocates. In the year 2022, he has been honored with the United Nations Mayor of World Peace Award and received recognition in Lusaka, Sydney, Australia, and London, United Kingdom. He created the now popular clutch, "We Rise by Lifting Others." Without further ado, I would want us to welcome our very own Dr. Chris Ifediora, the President, OCI Foundation, for this award ceremony. Please welcome.
All right, thank you very much, John Wilson. Good morning, everyone. My NiMSA junior, younger, brothers and sisters. It's a pleasure to have this ceremony. This should be the fourth ceremony in total, and fourth for the Southeast and third for the national awards, LAMS awards. Before I speak and announce the winners, I would like Dr. Fatima Anga. Fatima is the OCI Foundation's director of the LAMS project. So most of the credit of what you see here today should actually be to her, not to me. So Dr. Fatima, I'll let you just say a few things before I continue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Well, the main credit is to you, the founder of the foundation, and then the main, organizer of the event. I must say I'm actually pleased to be in our midst today. And the LAMS initiative is actually one of the projects in the OCI Foundation that I'll say is quite dear to my heart, because I'll say I've actually learned a lot from it right from inception. And then I believe that also the students have benefited from it academically and then otherwise. The organization of this program is not without challenges. And I must say, let me start by giving credit to those who organized based at the student level, but then I think we can actually do better, especially, with the organization, keeping to time, and then, keeping to time and, doing things when is expected to be done, or at the time that is expected to be done. If we all recall the essay competition, the dates that it was actually released for, essay competitions to start coming in was quite earlier than now. And it was expected that probably by the end of last year, we're going to, round up and disseminate the award, and, we start planning for another one for this year. But somehow it dragged up until this year. And I think it was just one or two mishaps, or, one or two problems from, the student level and all that. So please, I'll just like us to, improve on that, and then learn as it should be. So with that, I'd actually commend the organizers of this event, and then hope that everyone is going to benefit accordingly from this particular project. And I also want to say that after the announcement of the winners, I would say everybody is a winner actually, because the essays, when we were marking it, I was like, wow, as in, if at the level of a medical student we can get someone that would, write something as good as this, then I think we are heading towards producing more professors, probably from this generation, than ever before. So well done, everybody. And then I'll say congratulations to everybody, despite the fact that we have our top 3 or top 10, as the case may be. Thank you. Hello?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Fatima. Thank you very much for that beautiful insight into the project. I think I wouldn't waste a lot of time. I'll go through what I have to say. And at the end of it, towards the end, we're going to announce the winners, both at the Southeast level and at the national level. Please, anyone who has anything to say at any point, just pop it in the chat box. All right, we're going to look at that once we finish. So I'll share my screen and then we'll talk through what we have to say. Okay. Is my screen visible? Hello, can anyone see my screen?
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I guess I've been introduced already. So I'm Chris Ifediora of the Griffith University School of Medicine and also the president and founder of the OCI Foundation. So as we all know, we are here to celebrate the winners, of which, like Dr. Fatima said, everybody is a winner here of the 2023 Literary Award for Medical Students LAMS. So it's 2023, but as you can see, we're doing it in 2024. It's not something we like to, we want everything to be tied up within the calendar year, and hopefully, this will be the last it spills over into a new year. Like I said, this is a national, this celebrates both the national, which in other words, the OCI Foundation, our Shanano LAMS competition. Most of you in NiMSA will know our Shanano. I never knew him, but I understand he was your president that passed away in active service. So part of this project is to honor his memory. Okay. And then this also celebrates the Southeast, that's the regional LAMS. Now, this whole project started in the Southeast. It was them that approached me back then and initiated this project. But after our first year, the national body stepped in and pleaded we also sponsor the national one. At the time, I just wanted to cancel the Southeast one and focus just on the national. The Southeast came back again, pleading that they want this to continue. So we decided, okay, let's have the two go side by side. So that's why we have these two going. So let's get on to this. The LAMS initiative, I believe we all know what it is, but LAMS stands for Literary Award for Medical Students. It's an initiative. It actually came from you guys. It was not our idea. It was the LAMS coordinator. Well, I think the our national coordinator back then from the Southeast that approached me on LinkedIn and sold the idea. So we liked it and we've sponsored it since then. Every medical student in Nigeria is eligible, so long as your medical school is recognized and registered in Nigeria, which we expect the coordinators of this program, both at the Southeast and national level, to let us know why the participation has not been great, because we know there are thousands of medical students across the country. It's an annual competition, so we do this every year. So the next one should start, and I plead with you guys, should start around September. We have a lot to do. For those of you that are on our pages, you realize that we have, in fact, as I speak to you, we have a scholarship program going on in Anambra State. So once it gets into January, it coincides with our other projects. We're lucky the NYSC hasn't started theirs because that's the biggest of our projects. So it's an annual project. And for those of you in leadership positions, when you do your handovers, make sure you explain to whoever succeeds you that it should be in the calendar and they should take this seriously and start immediately it gets to September. We aim to finish before the Christmas of this year and subsequent years. The idea is to stimulate and inspire and reward literary dexterity, so writing skills and research. So both of them, these are the two key objectives among Nigerian medical students. It started in 2020, like I mentioned. Then it was just for the Southeast medical schools. It became the national program in 2021 because the national puts in a very strong request. The regional one is now in its 4th edition, while the national one is in its 3rd edition. Now, I have to say, those who participated in one edition and those who won in one edition are free to participate. So if we have a student who started in year 1, we expect you to go through this 6 times before you graduate. You know, if you add the years from strike, that could be 7 or 8 years. The idea is by the time you finish, you would have developed a lot of literary skills that can propel you in life. Now, this year we are introducing, well, I would like to call it the international version, even though it's limited to the UK at this stage, because the OCI Foundation only just got registered in the UK last year, 2023. And part of the commitments we have in getting that registration is that LAMS will become a UK program. So all medical schools in the UK should be participating in this sometime this year. I'll work out the findings, and most of you that will be traveling to the UK, I believe some of you will also be part of, at least on the OCI Foundation side, in organizing this program for them. We deliver this program in partnership with NiMSA, and I mentioned earlier the OCI National Foundation. In the past, we used to do a LAMS social media challenge, which helps the winners to promote their work. The last time it was done, we didn't see a lot of seriousness, so we scrapped it. But it only existed once in 2022. We were happy to do this, but it seems most of you were not interested, possibly because of the busy work in your medical classes. So we had to, and it gives you more money, you know, because it allows you to showcase your work and make some funds. We also used to have scrubs for everyone at the national level, but again, there wasn't a lot of interest. Maybe there was, but it wasn't passed on very well. So we scrapped it at the national level. We have some for those, the top 3 in the Southeast level. So a bit more on the facts. We received dozens of entries this year, I was told. I have to say it's the lowest since this started. You know, I don't know what happened. And I believe Dr. Fatima will ask for explanations from the 2 coordinators. That's Blessing and Mr. Juku. In the first edition, we had nearly 200, you know, and they had difficulty marking it. So the idea, remember, is to promote literary and research skills. So we should see it from that point of view and try to stimulate our peers. You know, the coordinators should engage with every MSA president, every MSA director of publicity, and whoever is in charge, director of academics, to make sure this gets passed on properly. I'm not sure if the problem is from the quality of publicity, but you guys should please take this seriously. On a positive note, though, the entries were of very high quality. We were quite impressed, like Dr. Fatima said. We're quite really impressed. So it seems to me that only those that are interested in writing, you know, got involved. But see, even if you're not interested in writing, you know, take this seriously. Outside the medical school, a lot of your progression in life will not depend on your medical knowledge. A lot will depend on your ability to put down your thoughts on paper, to verbalize your thoughts. In fact, when we were in Harvard Medical School, they said something that I would never forget. They told us that if you're going to be great in life, you need to be able to communicate well. You know, don't aim to be great if you can't communicate. And that includes writing, speaking, reading, you know, and other parts of this. Now, from the OCI Foundation, merit and transparency are the bedrock of what we do in everything we do on education, on health, on public and social welfare. And the LAMS, you know, is not excluded from this. At the national level, they sent to us 12 winners. I understood, you know, we wanted 10, but they sent 12, but that's okay. But what we normally do to ensure transparency is they mark, you guys mark and send us the very best. Then at the OCI Foundation level, we remarked it. And we blinded. I'm not sure if it was blinded at the national level, but for the OCI Foundation, we blinded it. So the markers did not know who and who were involved. At the Southeast level, we did not remark it. We relied on the assessors. Now, every assessor at the national and Southeast level and the coordinators, the 2 coordinators I've seen today, will be getting little financial stipends from us. Thank you for your time and for being part of this. 5 OCI Foundation staff remarked it, and these are very, you know, in fact, we have teachers, we have people in the university, academics, you know, and we came up, you know, after totaling everything with who the winners are. We're going to see these winners today. Was ranked based on the average scores. I've mentioned what we did at the Southeast level, and you know, the top 10, that's 20 in total, will be announced and rewarded today. So this is our marking scheme. I'm not sure if it's clear, but most of you, I have to give this as a feedback. When you have an essay question or when you're doing your research, always make sure in your introduction, you touch on the key points. Our question, we talked about a novel research-driven legislative bill initiated by the OCI Foundation to tackle breast and cervical cancers in Nigeria. It was recently passed by both chambers of the Ninth National Assembly. The bill, unfortunately, is still awaiting presidential assent because of some delays with the appointments before it becomes law of the Federal Republic. So we asked you, using lessons from the pilot project, because this project has been in Anambra State since 2019. So what we wanted was using that, as a case in point, to suggest ways to have an expedited, comprehensive, and effective rollout and implementation of the project across all the senior secondary schools in Nigeria. That was what we asked for. The essays were excellent, but most of you did not make reference to the bedrock of this. Many of you did not mention, or not many, quite a few did not mention at all the foundation's input to this, National Assembly's input to this, or the Anambra component of this program. As you can see, we have about 20 points to that. That's the group A. It has, in fact, 30% for that introduction alone. And then suggesting the rollout. A lot of you just went in straight into the rollout and implementation. Well, that had the bulk of the marks, 50% from our end. And then the technical details, looking at your grammar, structure, citation, had 20%. So this is what our assessors used to determine the winners. So I've talked about the topic. So no point, going through it. Most of you would have seen these topics over and over again, because I'm sure your coordinators, shared this out. Now, just a quick brief on the benefits of this program, because, today many of you are not here. Well, we're recording this, so to their benefit, but then many probably do not understand the benefits. And I expect going forward, the organizers, at the national and Southeast level, regional level, to pass on the benefits of this. So there are immediate benefits and delayed ones. Of course, the benefits here are the prices you're looking at. At the national level, the top winner is going to walk away with a cash in hand of 90,000. We estimate the total benefit to be 110. We hope to increase this with time, but at this stage, this is what we are offering. So 90,000 in cash, a branded stethoscope, and then, of course, automatic membership to the foundation, which virtually is open to all of you. The second prize walks away with 60,000 in cash, a stethoscope as well. Now, in the past, there used to be a scrub as well, but many of you didn't pick them up from last time, never, sent us the pictures we asked for, so we took it away from the national level this year. The third prize will walk away with 40,000 in cash, plus a stethoscope. There are 7 consolatory prizes, and of course, each of them will get a stethoscope, and everyone gets a certificate. At the regional level, the cash gift is a little smaller, 50,000 for the winner with a certificate. Then there's a scrub as well. Second prize walks away with 30,000 with a scrub. The third prize is, I said 20, sorry, I think the second prize, I'm not sure, we'll correct this, but it says 30, but it must have been 20 or 30, I'm not sure. With a stethoscope, and everybody in the top 10, well, the remaining 7 gets 5,000 with a certificate. All right. Now, the Southeast, I have to say this, the regional one does not limit you. You're still allowed to participate at the national level. Okay, but it seemed, I don't know, you guys can explain, but I didn't see any of the Southeast schools featuring in the top 10. Maybe they didn't do well, I'm not sure, but just letting you know, the directors, when you hand over to your successor, to make sure that they understand that they're not limited to the zonal contest, all right? So this is what the scrub looks like. I don't know if this video is playing. It's branded by the foundation in our colors. So it looks beautiful. I actually have one of this, even though I haven't used it yet. But this is what we try to pass across to people. Hope it's playing, just so you have an idea. So I'll stop it here for now. I'll move on to the next one. Here are the stethoscopes. So this is what we are giving out. So, every of the top 10 at the national level gets this. So we got to the winners. So now this is basically what most of us are waiting for. So we'll announce first the Southeast winners, starting from number 10. and then we'll announce the top 3. Okay. So here we go. Number 10 in the Southeast is Nnaji Chidimma from Nnamdi Azikiwe, not Nnamdi Azikiwe University Medical Students Association. Incidentally, that's my alma mater, so congratulations. I'm not sure if he or she is here. Udu Obinna Victor from Ebonyi State University was number 9. Andrew Prince, Imo State University, MSA. Shibike Mary Faith, Abia State University. Number 6 is Victoria MFO, University of Nigeria, MSA. Akbara Victor, Alex Ekweme, Federal University Medical Students Association. And number 4 is Afoke Chukwebuka, Ebonyi State University, MSA. So these are numbers 4 to 10. Now we'll go to the top 3 proper. Number 3 is Abiodun Moshood from the Federal University of Technology, Owerri Medical Students Association. That's interesting because I didn't know that Futo now has a medical school. So that's very good. Even Alex Ekweme was new to me last year. That's very good. So Abiodun Moshood placed 3rd. Awafo Geneka Victory from Ebonyi State University, MSA, placed 2nd at the regional Southeast level. And the top prize at the regional level goes to Amadi Chikadibia, Imo State University Medical Students Association. So congratulations to all of you. Your peers determined this. The OCI Foundation had no hand in this. And we're going to publish the top 3 from each, the national and the regional. So congratulations to these winners. Every winner should contact Dr. Fatima. Fatima, if you can pop in your number in the chat box, please. You contact her and get your reward.
Okay.
Now, if you don't contact her, we will keep your reward. We will share your money, and so this is the table. This will be released officially on our web handles within the weekend. Okay. So check, and these are the prizes to all the participants. So every of the non-top 3, 4th to 10th in the Southeast gets 5,000 plus a certificate. All right. So congratulations to you. So let's go to the national level. So we start again from numbers 10 to 6 first. So number 10 is Ademuyiwa Tawhib Adetomiwa from the University of Abuja Medical Students Association. So congratulations. Number 9 is Ofure Didi. Now this gentleman or lady, not sure, did not include the full name, but I think I've seen this name before. I think this person must have won before. I don't know. That name sounds familiar. But because the name wasn't full, I'm not quite sure. But that's University of Benin Medical Students Association. Congratulations. Number 8 is Anthony Caleb Osage, University of Benin. So we have University of Benin doing a double here, numbers 8 and 9. And you can see the scores. I don't know if it's visible, but you'll see the scores. Because we were involved in this, we included the scores in what we released. Akinlua Oluwaseun Mercy from Bowen Association of Medical Students of Omosho, your state. Congratulations, you're number 6. Number 6, there was a tie actually. Number 6, they had the same score, 62.6. Haleya Shoaib, Association of Medical Students, University of Lagos. Congratulations. So number 5 is Buhari Ahmad Oyindamola, Ilorin University Medical Students Association. Congratulations. Number 4 went to Akande Ikemipo, University of Ibadan Medical Students Association. So these are numbers 4 to 6. So let's look at the top 3, the big 3. Onyeke Chimaobi Alexander, Bingham University. This is also another new university in Cairo, Nasarawa State, Nigeria, 72.6%. Congratulations. The second position went to Ogunlana Vivi, Ife Medical Students Association, IFUMSA. Congratulations. And the top prize, this essay, I looked at this essay and it was excellent. Well, like I said, every of the essays were, was excellent, but this one touched virtually all the things I mentioned, Now it's Onefi Majesty Ojirima, Benue State University Medical Students Association. Now, I remember this name because I think this was in the top 10 in the past years. So like I said, you have the opportunity to keep winning. If you're very good, you can keep winning this project for as long as you're in medical school. That's about 100K every year. That's 600K for your 6 years. if you are committed to this project. So for those of you who didn't see your names here, remember everyone is a winner, right? Every single person is a winner because the skills you get from this project will guide you throughout your career as a doctor. I wouldn't be the man I am today if I wasn't able to write. At least maybe I'm not the best writer, but at least I'm not scared to pick pen and paper and try to put down my thoughts. And this is what you'll get. If you're going to be a professor ever in life, you're going to have to do research. You're going to have to write. And this can give you the kind of learning steps, the foundation stones, the confidence you need to take up this project. So do not take it lightly. Even if you don't win, still take it seriously. So here is the top 10 in the national level. And here are their scores. This table will be shared after this event. So congratulations to everyone. Remember to contact Dr. Fatima. And remember, everyone is a winner. This is what the certificate will look like. So this for the first position at the regional level. There will be certificate. It's all going to be via digital, all right? It's going to be electronic. So everyone will get a copy of this. These are Madi Chika. They are the first position at the regional level. And this is what the national will look like. So quite similar. But you see it says 2023 national, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, this can take you far. It goes on your CV and you never know where you need it. Going for a scholarship, you might need it. Trying to get grants, you might need it. Trying to get admissions, you might need it. Now we're in the UK. This is not small, so take it seriously, everyone. Congratulations to the winners. We expect most of you to be back next year. We expect many more numbers, and hopefully we'll get sponsors. And we'll have maybe more cash giveaways, maybe more compensatory prizes, maybe more. Instead of top 10, we're looking at top 20. But we need your prayers. We need your support to be able to do. And we need your seriousness. Because we're going to scrap it from last year. Fatima had to make last-minute calls to make sure this was done. If it continues, we may just stop it and possibly, go into other projects. So it's all in your hands. From the OCI Foundation, we are ready. That's about it. Just to acknowledge, I've mentioned this a few times already. The real winners are not these 20 people I mentioned their names. The real winners are, include everyone that participated, because you'd have been a better writer than what you were before you came into this project. And that's the whole essence of this. It's not just the top 10 or the top 3 or the top 20 or whatever. We'll pay the top 3s directly. All right. So the 6 of them and virtually everyone in the Southeast, because there's 5,000 for everyone. So send your account details to your NiMSA director. The judges will also be rewarded, at both levels. We'll give you, it won't be much, but we'll give you just something to buy, maybe a drink and some Mpobi. So thank you for being part of this. Arrange for your stethoscopes, scrubs. Fatima would have put her numbers in there. You can go through your leaders or directly to Fatima. You would have seen who earns a scholarship, a stethoscope, who earned a scrub, who earned a certificate. Then you feel free to join the OCI Foundation's LAMS. We want virtually everyone in medical school to be part of what we're doing. Remember, it's a project for Nigerians, by a Nigerian, and led by Nigerians. So it's not just for those in NYSC. Many of you will still end up in NYSC. Become part of this program when you join. If you have any complaint, if you feel you've been cheated, complain to us directly. If you feel your directors favored their friends, well, at the national level, that's not possible because we remarked it ourselves. But if you felt any cheating at all, unfairly treated, send any complaint to this email that this gets to us directly, okay? We want to hear your voices. We want to be sure we maintain the transparency that we are known for. So we thank Dr. Fatima. You've been a pillar in this project, and your commitment keeps us going. Thank you very much. The OCI Foundation team, I don't think they're here. We didn't invite them because they were busy. They remarked the top 12, and we're very grateful to them as well. The NiMSA team and the judges, I only know the kind of the leaders at the national and state and regional levels, but all the judges and everyone else that we haven't really noticed or acknowledged, thank you for being part of this. God bless you all. And we intend to see you all at the next round, which hopefully should be this year. It should not spill over to 2025 as we continue to rise by lifting others. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chris Ifediora. Thank you very much, Dr. Fatima, as well. We really, really appreciate your time,
You're welcome.
this opportunity. I'll be inviting Blessing Agedu to just give a closing remark, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we take the closing remark, I would just want to quickly recognize the presence of the current director of our National Foundation, the person of Ifediora. Please, if you just unmute your mic and say something. She's the current director of our National Foundation.
Good morning, my former director, my predecessor. Good morning, Dr. Wilson. Good morning to the OCI Foundation, and congratulations to the winners. I'm the current national director of ASF, and hope that in this schedule we do greater things together. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Ifediora. To the chairman of OCI Foundation, Dr. Chris Oyebushi Ifediora, thank you very much. The LAMS director, Dr. Fatima, thank you very much, ma'am. Our exceptional medical students, thank you also. As we come to the close of this occasion, I stand before you with a heart brimming with pride and admiration. So today's celebration is not just the celebration of medical essay, but it's a testament of the intellect, dedication, and passion that define us as medical students. To the participants, I extend my sincere appreciation for your courage to explore, analyze, and present your perspective on crucial medical topics. Your essays have contributed to our community, and we are grateful. To the judges who dedicated their times and expertise to evaluate the submissions, thank you for your commitment to nurturing the academic growth of our students. May this day serve as a reminder to the credible and potential that reside within our student body. As we close this chapter of this essay competition, let us eagerly anticipate the future contributions and breakthrough that will undoubtedly emerge from the brilliant minds within our medical community. Thank you all once again for joining us today, and let us continue to strive for excellence, innovation, and compassion in the pursuit of our medical knowledge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'll just quickly say a few things because there's a couple of questions on the chat box that I need to address. First, from Paul, there's a list of regional winners. Yes, that list will be passed on within the next hour or so, alongside with this recording. So in the LAMS group, I hope most of you are there, and on our pages over the weekend. That may be delayed because I think our IT team may have other commitments, but it will be passed on to the LAMS team, LAMS WhatsApp group within the next few minutes after this session. And then you can get pass it on. There's a question from Mwebo Miracle. Why is there no national winner from the Southeast? Is it because there's a Southeast regional contest? That's a question I mentioned it during my speech. I'm actually surprised there was no Southeast, not there, but maybe it wasn't publicized there. Maybe they didn't do well. We don't get to see the whole essays. But like I said before, the fact that there's a Southeast contest does not stop you guys from participating at the national level. Okay. And the reason why there's that duplicacy is because Southeast started this. It was them that brought this idea to our attention. We wanted to make it a single national project, but they pleaded and we had to do it, giving them that credit. So it's a project that they should all participate in. And then who's this one? Can I get the winner stopped? Okay, so that's it, guys. So we've kept to within an hour. Congratulations, everyone. But remember, we'll be a little strict going forward. Whoever takes over from you, Blessing, or from you, John Wilson, should remember that we expect this project to start. At least make contact with us sometime in September. Let's have your plan, your timeline. Normally we'll give you the topic for the essay. We want to make it part of what we do. But in addition to that, we intend to have this wrapped up before the Christmas of every year. Okay? All right. Thank you very much, Buhari Ahmad. Thank you, OCI Foundation. Looking forward to this year. All right, guys. Please inform everyone in your schools. Let's all do this together, all right? And have doctors who can write and doctors who can do more research better than we are doing right now. All right. God bless you all. And remember to keep rising by lifting others. Thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.